Hey guys, welcome to the Camp MTG 2024 channel recap. I'm going to go through my analytics, talk about how much money I made, how many videos I made this year, my plans for next year, and that kind of stuff. In a way, this video is kind of for future me to look back on. I want to do one of these every year so I can kind of compare the channel from year to year. And if this isn't your thing, I totally understand. I'll be back to more Oathbreaker and Commander content pretty soon. Okay, here we are in the analytics. We're going to go into see more, and we're going to see the whole year. Switch it to 365 days. All right, this year I got 142,000 views and almost 5,000 watch hours. That's pretty wild. 700 new subscribers, not as many as last year, but then again, I did not make nearly as many videos. I believe I made like 70 videos. My total revenue for the year is $318. Surprisingly, my top two videos of the year were shorts that I made last year, and for some reason they just keep on getting views. These are not money makers though, even though they're my top videos. Look at the revenue here, $1.82. Ooh. Compare that to my next two top ones, which are Commander deck techs for beginners. I make them with super simple cards, easy to understand. Made $20 and $14 off of that. Next up, I made 3 of these types of videos where I take a precon. Well, I guess 2 of them were precons. This one was a precon, and I give you tons and tons and tons of options to swap out in different directions you can take the deck. So instead of like telling you exactly what to pull and exactly what to pull in, I just give you like 200 ideas. I'd like to make more of these, but this video took about 20 hours to make between research and editing. It was a whole thing. I'd like to make more of those. I think it's a cool idea. I don't think many people on YouTube are doing it in this style, but I just don't really have time for that. We got another short here. This one I was pretty proud of. It's a Magic's Worst You Win card. I guess I'm not going to go through that. You can watch it if you want to. Some old deck text that I made. Introduction to Oathbreaker. This was a good one. This was suggested to me by, oh man, maybe I didn't even make this one this year. It looks like this was a last year video, but it really popped off this year. Right around here especially, my channel saw a huge surge in popularity for Oathbreaker in August. This video popped off and all the other ones started getting slightly more views. I don't know why. I have no idea what was going on. Viewer age, I kind of think this is interesting. 55% from 25 to 34. And a little bit on either side there. Subscription status, 92% of views are not subscribed and 8% are. I don't know if that's good or not. It is what it is. Here's playlist information. My Oathbreaker playlist, where I pair Planeswalkers to signature spells, has 180 videos in it, and it accounts for quite a few of my playlist views here, 2,600. And my Commander decks for new players, which I think has 11 videos in it, has almost as much. That shows you how much more popular Commander content is. That's probably not a surprise to anybody. Oathbreaker hardly gets any views. I just enjoy making it. I counted them up, and this year I made 77 videos and 1 short. Last year I made a lot more videos. I don't know exactly how many, but I know I made 50 shorts. Last year I was trying to get monetized. Shorts is a great way to get subscribers fast. It can be. But they make such little money that I don't really see the point in making them. Also, well, not that I'm just making videos for money. It's not it at all. I make like less than $1 an hour doing this. But it just doesn't, I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't want to make shorts. Maybe I'll make some more in 2025. I haven't decided. I've definitely played around with the idea. But I'm kind of afraid if people are going to search for Oathbreaker stuff, I want them to see the main video and not just click on the short and then leave. I think the videos are much better done. They're more useful. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll make shorts. Maybe I won't. Let's talk goals for 2025. I don't really have any goals, except I'm going to try to put out 1 video a week, which is close to what I'm doing now. I'm averaging 1 every 6 days right now. I figure I've got 60 to 65 Planeswalkers left to cover before I've covered basically every semi-playable Planeswalker in the format. That does include some pretty mediocre ones too, so I guess if I don't want to, I won't. Maybe I'll only do about 40 of them, we'll see. I'm already covered most of the good ones. Aside from those pairing Planeswalker to signature spell videos, I want to do maybe 6 to 7 top signature spell videos, looking at the most commonly used signature spells in the format. Maybe also some top used Planeswalkers in the format, like a top 10 list or something like that. I've also got a few gameplay videos recorded, but the quality, I haven't even looked at the quality, honestly. We recorded them and I haven't touched them since. I'm afraid the quality would be so bad that no one would want to watch them anyway. So we'll see if that ever comes out or not, if I want to spend the time on it. Like, I follow some channels that do Commander gameplay, and they are really, really well done. I'm not talking about the ones you know, but I mean, probably you don't know them. I follow a guy called EDH Brutality, and he's done some pretty darn good ones. It's not top tier, but he's probably got like 50 hours into each video, and they don't get very many views. And I know I would get much, much less than that because nobody cares about Oathbreaker. If I want to keep this channel going and keep it going around Oathbreaker, I figure I need more Oathbreaker videos besides just the pairing Planeswalkers to signature spells, because I'm going to run out of those within the next year or two, and I'm definitely running out of good ones to cover. So I'm trying a couple other things like alternate art Planeswalker videos. That didn't do very well, not surprisingly. A couple Let's Build videos. I've got another 2, I think, to release that I've done where I go through the process. It's a pretty long video. I'll go through the process of building a deck. A couple deck techs. I'll probably do these for the newly released Planeswalkers if they're any good. I didn't do it for the new Chandra because it's not very good, but this one is good. About my deck techs for new players, I'm going to try to up the quality of these, or not the quality, the deck itself quality. So there's a couple of these that I might not have released if I was going to do it again. I really like the Ural. I like Gulta. This one was okay. This one was really good. I have a friend who's helping me out with these now. I'm a little bit nervous about relinquishing any control over the decks. I'm hoping he's okay with me making slight changes to his deck if I decide the cards are too complex. I don't want to take away that creative freedom, but I also I'm very picky about what cards don't make the cut in these. But I am excited to have some help in building the decks and testing them. I actually have about 40 of these decks made but not tested, or like half made. You know, I've started on them, and a couple that I did test, and I decided this is too complex or it's just not good, and I had to ditch it. You know, there's only so much you can do. But I am excited about getting more of these out there, and hopefully next year I can get several more out. I think they're pretty cool. This was a surprising video. I didn't think anybody would bother to watch this one. This is a test card, so it's not a legal one. It's kind of like an uncard. I thought maybe it would get 100 videos, 100 views. I mean, it got 1.3 thousand, so that was surprisingly good. But it is a pretty neat card. It's a land planeswalker. So I'm like, right away, I'll release another one of these test video ones. And the next one got like 70 views. I don't know. That's just how it goes sometimes. Now here's a disappointing one. This is actually a video I made much more than a year ago when my channel was little. Quit Magic, become a millionaire. The idea was if you sell your collection and you stop buying Magic cards and you just put the money into the stock market and you wait for decades and decades, eventually it'll turn into a lot of money. I got partway through editing the video, like maybe 80-90% through editing the video, and I realized, dang, this is a pretty cringy video. I'm not sure I want to release this. But I decided eventually this year, you know what, I'll just finish it up and release it anyway. I released the video and I immediately lose 4 subscribers. So like, oh, I don't know. So I put the video on private, and then I waited for a week or so and I unprivated it. So it wasn't popping up in people's feeds anymore. So here it is. It's still on the channel. It's only got 72 views. I don't reckon that'll get any higher. Made a whole whopping 23 cents on a video that I spent like 20 hours making. But yeah, that's okay. Sets released this year. We had Ravnica Remastered, which I didn't play. Murders, that one was pretty good, but I didn't love it. I didn't touch Ravnica Clue or really Fallout, although I did play against some of the decks. Outlaws at Thunder Junction was okay. Modern Horizons 3 I didn't touch. I gave up on Modern after Modern Horizons 2. I really feel like Horizons ruined the Modern format. Assassin's Creed I didn't see any of. Bloomburrow was awesome. I loved Bloomburrow. This was the set that got me back into Magic Arena, and I drafted a whole bunch of it. Duskmorn was cool. That was probably my second favorite set of the year. And Foundations I think was a great idea. It just wasn't for me, so I've got no reason to play that. Speaking of Arena, I had given up on Standard Arena for years after when I was real into it, maybe 4 years ago, and then they changed the companion rules and they banned a couple cards, and all of my decks, I think I had 3 decks, all of my decks were made pretty much useless, and I quit Standard and I didn't want to come back. Well, this year I came back and I made one deck I was working on, real excited about it, and they banned the key card out of it and screwed me again. So that's it. I'm done with Standard again. Last year, I was able to put in a lot of hours in YouTube because my actual job didn't have much work. Me and the other guy who did the job, we were only working about 25 hours a week. That left me a lot of free time for this YouTube thing. I was able to dump a lot of time in and monetize. However, this year, that other guy quit, and it's just me at work now. So now I'm putting in like 50 to 60 hours a week. So there's no time for doing that amount of YouTube anymore. And that's totally okay, because the passion to do that much YouTube just isn't there anymore. I still like it, but in moderation, a little bit more moderation this year. And I think that's it for the video. If you stayed till the end, I appreciate it. If you're a regular viewer to my channel, I appreciate it. I really enjoy making these videos. It's cool to share my love of Oathbreaker and Commander with all of you guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.